like my girl, she likes movies and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like she likes them from the aspect of like the movie, you know, like is it a good movie?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. People watch movies in different ways. I feel
exactly right. And so me in general, like I started editing video at 14 years old before it was popular for niggas to do it at all. Before niggas was trying to shoot music videos, before niggas was trying to do any of that, I was editing video. I was a fucking nerd. You know what I'm saying? That's what the niggas would have called me at the end of the day, right?
Nerds is winning, bro. So I was a nerd too. We winning right now. I'm sorry. them niggas that was cool in high school and doing all that. Like, nigga, I was fat and short in high school. And then, so I had to learn other values and other ways. I had to learn to be a cool guy. I wasn't hella handsome and treating girls like shit and doing all this and just relying on my looks to get me shit. So I had to actually figure out other ways, be funny, listen to people and what they're saying actually. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So it's like we winning. All them niggas that was doing all that in high school, most of them burnt out.
No, 100%.
Most of them burnt out because that's all they was relying on.
No, 100%. So she's into that, and I was, you know, doing that, editing and shit while I was a kid. So when I watch movies today, like there was this one movie, I wish I knew the name of it. I might have her come out and tell me, but she swear it's a good movie. I don't know what it was, but I'm like, it wasn't very, you know, to me, because you know what I look for and shit? I look for like transitions. I look for like how they got from this point to that point. Like, oh damn,
like really how they tell the story. Like, what did they do? Like, what did they do in this shot or in this transition that pushed the story forward?
Like, you know some nigga filmed the movie. I just watched it, bro. He filmed the whole thing as if it was a portrait. Like I swear, like
every frame.
Take your camera,
you know,
every frame was in portrait mode, but he hit every shot. Like if it was a nigga talking, portrait mode. If it was a picture of a flower, portrait mode. If it was nigga, what you call that when they glide by like this?
Oh, motherfucking panoramic.
Yeah, panoramic, portrait mode. You know what I'm saying? And I said, damn, I like that shit. You know, so everybody watch shit for different reasons.
Exactly. I mean, it's like, and it's different movies for different stuff. That's why it's like whenever somebody asks me what my favorite movie is, like, nigga, I could tell you Rush Hour 2 because that's nostalgic for me. G.O.D., you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, but that's how good Rush Hour 2 is. I mean, but that's a nostalgic movie for me.
Oh, that's a bitch.
You gotta keep that. You gotta keep that. The rating's gonna go up for that one. I'm telling you. But like, you know, so like with movies, it's like, that's one that's like, I know every line in Rush Hour 2, but that's just like a nostalgic movie that I'm used to watching. Chris Tucker, one of my favorite comedians, love Jackie Chan, love that dude. And like, but that's not something that I would say to like, you know, if I'm in like a setting where I'm like, you know, at an industry party in Hollywood, because I'm kind of in industry. I'm literally like a Z-list actor, but whatever.
You wouldn't say that?
I wouldn't say Rush Hour 2 because I would feel like I would have to say like a movie that's more like, you know what I'm saying? Like a film that's like a good film by the terms of, you know, like the industry or something. So I would feel like I would have to say something like, I don't know, like, I mean, Doubt is one of my favorite movies because that's like, you know, Meryl Streep, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Amy Adams, all great actors, and it's a really good story. But like something like that's like more of a film, and it's not. But it's like films do different stuff for different people. So it's like, you know what I mean? And that's why, you know, that's why people look to films for certain shit. It's like you can find whatever you're looking for usually in films. There's probably a film for it that you can relate to. You know what I mean? So period. You know, so, you know, that's why it's like that favorite movie question is always hard for me. You know what I mean? Because like I wouldn't say Rush Hour 2 is what got me into making movies, but that's one of my favorite movies because it makes me happy. You know
exactly.
Like just literally just makes me happy. And then there's other movies that I can just escape into type shit. You know what I mean? And I love, that's what I love about movies too, is like the escapism aspect. Like I get to leave my life for a minute. I mean, especially in acting too, it's like I get to be in another person's shoes and not have to deal with my own shit when they call action. I'm not me no more, so I don't gotta deal with none of my problems, none of my whatever. It's all my character's problems, and it's all this other person. You know what I'm saying?